He wasn't comfortable with his nose, so he modified it completely and regained the confidence he'd lost. Today he looks like a different person. There are plenty of cases, but some are more surprising than others. And even though the operation can be somewhat invasive, time finally healed the wounds on his face and gave his appearance a complete turnaround. However, sometimes things don't go according to plan. They go much worse.
とても後悔してます。顔がこんなになってしまい、すべてがめちゃくちゃになってしまいました。
This is another woman who is about to undergo a totally radical change, a surgery to transform the structure of her nose, which promised to bring a completely new look to her face. The young woman shows her whole process. Her face is growing less and less swollen, but the change isn't noticeable yet. The transformation, however, will soon be impressive. Her nose must still remain covered with that patch. It seems that there are only a few hours left for everything to change. After weeks of waiting, facial swelling, and many hours of suffering, the result is finally here. As it is to most people, appearances were very important in Jayne Hardman's life until an illness turned her reality into a nightmare.
Initially, my nose was very swollen. One side started to collapse, so that was a little bit odd. And then at the end of last summer, this side decided to collapse, and it's called saddle nose. So now I can't smell at all.
Do you ever get your smell back?
I don't think so, because I think there's so much damage inside.
Right.
That it's just gone completely.
Jayne Hardman's life was changed completely when an accident led to her losing her nose.
What happened sort of April, March time in 2012, my really big 14-stone dog jumped up and knocked my nose, gave me the most horrific nosebleed, and from then on my nose was weird. It swelled, it bled a lot, I had a lot of pain.
The wound that she was left with led to the development of an autoimmune disease that took away her sense of smell forever.
The disease is treatable. You'll never ever be cured. You get into remission and then you have to stay in remission with medication for quite a while, but it does tend to relapse. You do tend to get attacks of it again.
However, science was able to help Jayne, and that's because with a very realistic prosthesis, doctors were able to give this woman a new nose. With this came more care, but also the sense that she longed to get back.
Because my nose still produces mucus and stuff like yours does, and because I can't blow it out, I have to be able to remove it, so I rinse it.
Can you smell?
I can smell, which is incredible. I've not been able to smell for 5 years, so I can smell and therefore I can taste. I can taste food again.
Although medical advances have helped millions of people to regain the self-esteem that some of their physical defects have taken away from them, beauty standards have also awakened obsessions in patients, causing them to uncontrollably go to the operating room. Such is the case of Mioku, a former Korean model addicted to cosmetics, who after being refused surgery by her doctors, injected her face with silicone and cooking oil, ruining it completely. The images speak for themselves. However, as long as we know how to accept ourselves and be respectful of our bodies, medicine can really help us. These are the cases of thousands of young people who have modified their noses with absolutely amazing results. It's such an important part of the facial structure. The nose becomes one of the most eye-catching parts of the face. And of course, a face without it in the middle can seem very strange for those who see it from afar.
People didn't stare at me and point. And that hasn't happened for a long time for me. So it was pretty amazing. It's really changed my life.
So when accidents happen where you lose it, the thrill of getting it back is really something special.
I'll let you.
Oh, look at that. It blends it. Oh my God. That looks great. Wow. I've got a nose.
You do.
A nose. Thank you.
Cosmetic surgeries related to the nose area have become increasingly common. In fact, rhinoplasties are one of the most popular procedures, generating the most reactions on social media for the impressive changes they result in.
This little hump bump, it's a little bit uneven.
But since technology has advanced so quickly, these procedures can now take place without even having to go into the operating room.
A liquid rhinoplasty is approximately $650 and up. A surgical nose job ranges from $6,000 to $10,000, so it's really a big difference in cost.
The truth is that cosmetic surgeries are becoming more and more common. The thing is, the results are truly surprising. Going from having a nose you don't feel comfortable with to one that makes you feel really confident can completely change the way you live your life.
I'm extremely happy with my new nose. It's very beautiful. The result exceeded my expectations.